A church leader in the United States is calling for a special meeting of the USCCB. He wants the bishops to discuss a recent report that found numerous Catholic hospitals have provided gender identity surgeries and treatments for minors. Bishop Thomas Daly of Spokane, Washington, says that it is time to confront the role being played by Catholic hospitals in immoral procedures on children. His comments come after a medical watchdog group published a database of public hospital records regarding transgender surgeries. It catalogues around 14,000 sex change-related treatments for patients under the age of 17. And among the public hospitals providing the so-called care, nearly 150 were Catholic hospitals. All right, we turn now to Bishop Thomas Daly from the Diocese of Spokane, Washington. Your Excellency, thank you so much for your time today. We appreciate it. What was your reaction when you first saw the report on the number of transgender surgeries and treatments for minors, and then when you saw how many Catholic hospitals were doing them? What did you think?
As I mentioned in an earlier interview, I was appalled but not surprised. And I say that I'm glad it's not in my geographic boundary, the diocese, but as you know, so many of these Catholic healthcare systems extend beyond diocesan boundaries. And I was with my Vicar General, Father Darren Connell, and a priest of the diocese who works with me in healthcare, Father Retriste. And we had a conversation with an ethicist and for a Catholic healthcare system. And the question was raised in frustration by Father Connell, then why don't you do these surgeries? Why don't you assist in this way? And he said, with a pause, because we don't have the doctors. And my response was, the answer I hoped you would have given me is, we don't do this because we are Catholic hospitals. And that just shows you the kind of the climate we're in. I would call this, paraphrasing St. John Paul II when he spoke about misplaced compassion. So again, appalled but not surprised.
It's really shocking, actually. I know you mentioned you're calling for the U.S. Conference of Catholic Bishops to address this. What's been the response so far?
Well, I think as we determine, I sit on an administrative committee because of being chair of Catholic education, but the agenda is pretty set and it's packed. But there will be opportunities, I think, in region and other areas, and we can raise this, and hopefully at another gathering, it can be addressed. I don't think it's not something that is going to go away, and so there is certainly a factor of time. But I know that the Holy See and the Bishops' Conference are looking to specifically address this as a way to help faithful Catholic hospitals and Catholic schools and other institutions to address this.
Yesterday, we reported that the Archbishop Dennis Schnurr in Cincinnati is ending the Archdiocese relationship with the Girl Scouts because he says the organization promotes a false and harmful view of sex and gender. Do you think that we're going to start to see more church leaders, speaking out on issues like this?
Yes, and I think studies done in Europe that the surgery done on minors, that the harm and stepping away from that, I think we're seeing comments that Pope Francis has made. The Catholic Medical Association has been very clear on this. The National Catholic Bioethics Center, again, they've been clear. The old line, follow the science. Okay, well, this is the science. And one of the concerns that was raised by another bishop in a conversation I had with him, he goes, I wonder how much of this is about money, because for an individual who undergoes a surgery, it's not a surgery and that's over. It is ongoing, everything from, the hormones to keeping the surgery. It can't be just one thing. So the motives behind this, I think we need to also look at. So I would think that the bishops now, in our role as teachers, with the scientific background, will become more forthright and are calling this out and saying it has no place in Catholic health.
Your Excellency, thank you for coming on. Thank you for speaking out and for everything that you do. God bless you.
All right, thank you. God bless.